Alright, what's up YouTube? I'm going to bring you back a new video. It's going to be my first video on this channel. It's going to be about my WRX. It's going to be my 2019 limited edition WRX, and we're going to do an oil change. It's not an ordinarily oil change like everyone shows you. Today we're going to show you where I don't even get a speck of oil on my hands. You'll think about getting this one little tool, basically a drainage plug, that shows you or helps you basically not having to get any oil on your hands or body or anywhere. But first we're going to show you exactly what kind of oil I use, the oil filter, and then we're going to get right into oil change. Alright, basically I use a Motul 5W30 oil, the extra clean EFE. I always use this. This is the most highly recommended oil that I use, and I highly suggest you guys use it too. I also use the regular standard oil filter. There's your serial number right there, the part number, and then we're gonna do a new crusher washer too. So let's get all my tools, my jack and everything else, and let's get into the oil change. Alright, so we are jack stand up, and then we also are another jack stand up. Okay, I also like to put the jack stand also underneath and just slightly give it some tension, basically some weight, not basically off the jack stand, but just in case as a insurance basically. I also jacked it up just quite a few. It's quite high because my driveways are like on a small slope, so we're kinda even. Basically, we're kind of even, so the drainage should be fine. So next, we'll just go unloosen the oil filter or oil cap, basically. So that will allow us to get us some quality airflow and also oil flow, basically. And then we'll go underneath. I'll show you exactly what the valve basically looks like, and then we'll start doing the oil, draining it, and then we'll also put a new oil filter on, put new oil in it, and then we should be all ready, good to go. Alright guys, so I'm in like a little pickle, but basically this is what I'm talking about. It's basically a spout. You just take this little lever, you bring it out to the front, and it drains straight out. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's a drainage plug with a hole in it, and it basically eliminates the fact of getting your hands all oily like any mechanic usually runs away from. So we will take this clip off. Actually, we'll get the oil pan, put the oil pan underneath, take this clip off, let this drain, and then we'll take this off, clean it up a little bit, put the new crusher washer on it, and then we'll put it back on, close it back up, and then we'll put the new oil in. All right, so let's the process begin. Alright, so while the oil is still draining, I cleaned out the mess from the wind. So we're going to go grab the new oil filter, get it prepped and ready. Also bring out the oil, the 5-liter oil. So we got this. Let's get this ready. So this comes right from Subaru, basically. I'll clean this up later. All right. Here's the top. Boom. Oil filter. I know some people use the Mazda one. I just use basically strictly just Subaru. One thing I usually do is that I take a dab of this, put it on my finger, put it around the O-ring. So it's just, I know when I put it onto the car, it has a nice sealed contact, and I know that basically the next time when I take my oil filter off, it won't seize up. It'll be a lot easier for me to take it off if I didn't have oil in here. All right, so let's take this apart, get this ready, and then, all right, so I basically got done underneath. I put the new crusher washer on. I took off the little drainage plug, wiped it down a little bit, put the new crusher washer on. Got the oil pan out, basically. So I got the oil pan here with the new oil. So right now we got the new oil filter, old oil filter. We're gonna take this off, put it onto the, on here, basically to let it drain a little bit more. Okay, take it here. It still has more in there, so basically we'll just let it drain, let it draining. Take a rag, clean up any excess oil that we have in here, so we have nice clean surfaces. All right. All right, that looks pretty damn good. All right, so we'll get the new oil. We'll take a dab, put it around the O-ring right here, and then we'll reinsert it. Make sure you always tighten it, hand tightening. Don't use a tool. Make sure you always hand tighten it. All right, so we're good. So now we can start taking this off. All right. So if you guys don't know, if you take a vitamin water bottle or anything with this size diameter, or if you guys see, I use a vitamin water. Make sure you clean it out. But basically, if you put it over where you put your oil and you twist it on, it literally stays on. Basically, it like screws on. It's like perfect diameter. All right. That's a lot better. A little bit better. Alright. We're done with an oil change, guys. So we're going to give you a nice cold start. Yeah, so my cap was a little loose and it kind of sprayed all over the engine bay. So the rest of the night we're basically I'm gonna take a quick shower. There's a small car meet that I found on TikTok the other night, and we're gonna go over there and see how that is. There's supposed to be another like classic car meet at a brewery or a craft beer place, but they end in about an hour. So the other car meet that I'm going to go to tonight starts at 5 o'clock and it's 4 o'clock now. So I'll probably show up around like 6:30. So I'm going to take a nice bath, basically get all this grease and all this car stuff basically off of my body, get ready, maybe a quick wash down of the car, and then we're gonna go to this car meet and see how it really is. All right, YouTube, this is going to be the end of the video. This is your basically so recap of the whole night. After I did the oil change, I went to the car meet. Really didn't take my camera out or anything like that, but it was pretty cool, not too bad. But just got some food, came home, and about to go in and edit this video basically. So yeah, the next video you'll see from this car basically is that we're gonna do the diff fluid, and maybe some other mods, but mainly the diff fluid. We're gonna do the rear and the front diff fluid. That one's gonna be very interesting because I haven't yet done it before. Plus I'm like 3,000 miles over the recommended 30,000 mile maintenance. So I'm gonna watch some videos and learn and teach myself how to do this. So when we are able to do this next video, or hopefully in the next few videos, we're gonna be able to do this with no trouble at all. So hope you guys liked the video. Please subscribe, like, and comment. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.